Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the iPhone App Podcast, and I am using iRecorder to record exactly what I'm saying right now. So my camera is recording what I'm saying, and my iPhone is recording what I'm saying, which is pretty cool. But this app is actually a decent recorder app. Now, there are many, as you have probably seen if you've been online looking at recorder apps. There are several, but my favorite function of this app is the fact that when you hit record, and there's always a little bit of lag while it sets up the file or whatever it's doing, it vibrates. I don't know if you could hear this, but it vibrates to let you know that you're ready to go and start talking. If you're like me, you start talking right after you hit the button, and then part of your recording is cut off or something. That happens whenever I set up my voicemail. I don't know why, but it just happens. So that is probably my favorite function of this application. This is a very simple app. As you can see, there aren't a whole lot of functionality here. We've got one item. Let's go ahead and get another item in here so that we can have a couple of items in our library to play with. And then why do we only have one item showing up in our deal here? Does it have to be a certain amount of time before it'll save it? Doesn't look like it, but it seems like we're having a little bit of an issue here. So I'm going to go ahead and just go back and restart this app and hit record again and start recording. Nice little vibrate to let me know that it's ready to go. Yeah, there we go. Now we're good. So so you might want to check and make sure, do a test recording first, because these apps aren't actually, I take that back. The apps are probably perfect. The iPhone has issues. I can definitely say the iPhone has issues. If you've been on the iPhone App Podcast website, you definitely know that I have gone through some stuff, some crazy iPhone drama over the last month or two here. So anyhow, so you've got your two recordings here. If you click on it, it will actually let you rename it if you click on the little arrow, and if you click on it, it will actually play it back.
Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the iPhone App Podcast, and I am using iRecorder.
Pretty good quality. I mean, obviously, it's just using the microphone on the iPhone and everything, but I mean, it plays back good. I had a Palm Trio, and I had a voice recorder on there, and that thing was the scratchiest voice recorder ever. So this does record pretty good quality. You can click at it and you can go and reorder your items here, so you can order them in order of importance, and then of course you could always click over here and delete them. I don't know if it does support the swipe for delete as well. So this is a very good app, and I really appreciate the developer actually contacted me, and I was wanting to do a review on this app, but just had not done it yet, and the developer actually sent me a gift card to pay for the cost of the app, which definitely helps out. Those of you who've been watching the podcast know that I've spent several $100s on apps in the past month and a half, and that gets costly. So it was very nice of the developer to send me a gift card for this app. So iRecorder, it's a very good app. It's well worth the cost. It's in the App Store, obviously. I recommend that you go and give it a download if you're going to choose an app, obviously, for voice recording and memos and all that good stuff. I just like this one. It's clean. That vibrate function, I can't talk that up enough, that having something else other than just you relying on looking at the screen to tell when you're supposed to start talking, that's just a great confirmation to let you know. I don't know if some of the other apps, recorder apps out there, have that functionality, but this is the first time that I've came across it, and they definitely did a good job with this app. So I would have to say that this app is a 5-star, and if it was lacking any functionality that it has, I would probably drop that, because some of the things, like I said, the vibrator and being able to reorder your library is amazing, and obviously renaming it isn't too big of a deal, but being able to reorder your library, that's also a good thing. One final thought that I would really like, obviously, you know, too, is just being able to save these items to your iTunes library, so that it's not dependent upon the app being installed to store these files, so that you can gain access to them some other way. So far I have not found a way to actually transfer these from your iPhone to your computer. I don't know if that's something the developer's thinking about doing in the future, but it would be amazing if you had the functionality to be able to transfer these from your iPhone to the computer, and possibly have them inside of iTunes, since iTunes is already installed on the computer. I mean, we don't need another standalone app or anything like that, just something simple, which is good. So simple is good, that's what I like. So that's going to do it for the review of iRecorder, which you can get in the App Store, and iTunes in the App Store. So go check out the iPhone app podcast right here, the website. Still kicking, and then subscribe to the podcast in iTunes, of course. You know, go over to iTunes and subscribe to the podcast. This podcast's getting pretty popular. I've got some reviews coming up on some new products and stuff that some companies have been sending me, so I'm excited to share those with you. So take care, and we'll see you next time.